Good morning, members of the media, and welcome to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Weekly Media Brief. I am Michael Pierre, Acting Assistant Superintendent and Public Information Officer for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Today on the brief, I have with me Superintendent Mathura Singh of the Traffic and Highway Branch, together with Brent Batson, our Road Traffic Safety Coordinator for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Today we are featuring road traffic safety in Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Singh.
Pleasant good morning to all. I am Acting Superintendent Singh, Traffic and Highway Patrol Branch. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish the nation happy 54th Independence. I would also like to thank all those participating agencies for yesterday's military parade. Job well done. Today I am here to provide an update on road traffic safety, especially in light of the reopening of the new school term on Monday, the 5th September 2016. We wish to remind motorists that the September school term is usually one of the busiest in terms of traffic congestion, as many parents often choose to drive their children to the new schools until they can work out alternate arrangements, such as carpooling, bus times, stops, and travel routes. Drivers are reminded they must have to recondition themselves to getting an earlier start and exercise patience in traffic rather than take chances in using the shoulder of the roadway or performing illegal U-turns at intersections, which often put other road users at risk. With the new school term, drivers must now plan their trips and remember that between 7 and 8 a.m. and 2:30 to 3:30 p.m., there will be frequent stopping of vehicles and must be vigilant for car doors being opened by children. With the new school term bringing increased pedestrian traffic, thus motorists are asked to be alert for school children crossing in between traffic and behind stop maxi taxis and buses. We appeal to parents to teach children about road safety before they start school, with special emphasis on crossing roadways, only cross at zebra crossing or walkovers, only attempting to cross a roadway when it is absolutely clear. Always look right, left, right again before crossing. Don't use headphones and other distracting devices when crossing the roadways. Remind children to always hold the hand of an adult when crossing the road. Always exit the vehicle on the curb side, that is the left side of the roadway. The Traffic and Highway Patrol Branch, as well as other traffic units from the police division, will also pay in special attention to motorists transporting children in breach of child seat laws required under the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act. The TTPS produced this public service announcement video to help educate drivers on the law.
Every child under the age of 5 years, according to law, must be restrained in a properly fastened and adjusted car seat. Children under the age of 6 months must be restrained in a rearward-facing car seat as demonstrated here. If a child is over the age of 6 months but under the age of 4 years, they must also be restrained. In this case, the car seat could either be fastened and adjusted rearward-facing or forward-facing, and there must be an inbuilt harness to support. Children over 4 years but under the age of 5 years should also be restrained, but in this case, the car seat must be forward-facing and must also have an inbuilt harness or approved booster seat. Remember, road safety begins with you. Be road safe.
All right, pleasant good morning to everyone. I just want to mention, especially to the motorists who quickly are very vigilant of what we're dealing with regards to the law. Yeah. The Section 43D of the Motor Vehicle Road Traffic Act clearly states that the driver of a motor vehicle, referred to in Section 43 as a driver of any motor vehicle, shall not without reasonable excuse drive his vehicle while there is in the front seat of a vehicle a child of 5 years and under, and B, ensure that a child under 6 months of age be restrained in a properly fastened and adjusted rearward-facing child restraint. Over 6 months and under 4 years of age must be restrained in a properly fastened and adjusted rearward-facing child restraint or a forward-facing child restraint that has an inbuilt harness. And 3, over 4 years and under 5 years of age must be restrained in a properly fastened and adjusted forward-facing child restraint that has an inbuilt harness or an approved booster seat that is properly positioned and fastened. The child seats are no longer optional, they are law. And as Superintendent Singh mentioned, it's one of the things that will be prioritized by the Traffic and Highway Patrol units coming in that new school term. That being the case, we do want to mention a couple things for the public and for our fellow law enforcement officers, that this section specifically exempts drivers of public service vehicles. So taxis are actually exempt from this. If a person traveling in a taxi or maxi wishes to have a booster seat or any child seat, they would have to provide their own. But the driver of taxis will not be charged. What this means, especially those of you who travel in PH cars, is that the driver will be liable for the offense once he has a child 5 and under that is not conform with this law. On the good news, for some good news, we just want to mention that so far, Trinidad and Tobago, we are experiencing a 21% decrease in road traffic deaths. For this year, we have 83 road traffic deaths compared to 105 for the same period last year. It's still very high, but it's a step in the right direction as we start to move down. It means we're working hard to work together to keep families together. And we will be pushing hard in this last quarter of this year to try our best to keep the road safe.